Welcome back to Rhyme Gaming's The Poro Cup. We're jumping straight in to the next round. And this one, we welcome back a few teams that have been on the stream before. It's SWSW on the red side. And over on the blue side, I do forget the name. All I remember is Fried Bacon and his great Vladimir play.
LTU COGS, or Latrobe University COGS.
Yep, it is Latrobe University COGS. Well, there we go. And Vladimir's been banned actually, so that's taken away from fried bacon. They're afraid of that one already. And Lee Sin, Rise, and Thresh. Those are really impactful kind of catch you out champions, all been taken away. And we see Rengar taken away from Fried Bacon. Kalia was talking about in round one when we saw Fried Bacon play that he is known for his Rengar. And their team in that round one actually immediately first picked Jarvan. They were on the blue side, so the same strategy, at least with this first pick coming out.
Oh, J4 and his summers. I think that's a really nice strategy there.
Yeah, and Jarvan just does everything. Jarvan is probably the most versatile jungler at the moment. He's tank. He's a little bit tanky. He's got some lockdown with the knock up, and he's got a shield as well. And he really just he clears well. He ganks well. What doesn't he do really? It's probably one of the strongest first pick junglers. You can just lock it in with no worries really.
I feel like this is somewhat a recreation of the past game because we got J4, we got Tristana, and we got Kha'Zix. Ooh.
Kha'Zix and Tristana, it's interesting. Both strong and split up fights.
Yeah.
So it was shown by a really strong team. But that was such a close match, and in the 5-on-5 fights, they had to outmaneuver and outplay their opponent, and that was mostly with a Fizz pick, mostly with Fizz in the mid lane. So it'll be interesting if that one is decided upon. And Morgana immediately, and these summoners, wow, they're all green and blue. It's actually going to be Orianna and Nami, really strong five-man team fight, but both when they're caught out on their own, that's simply they're caught out, and they will get taken down by Kha'Zix. And maybe do you think we're going to see an assassin in this mid lane or SWSW?
A swiggity swag, they like to be called. I mean, it does have less syllables than SWSW. Swiggity swag. That is the name.
Yep, and they're going to get
Yeah,
Jace and Janna. Not really committing yet to a mid lane pick.
I got a feeling it's going to be Fizz mid that they're going to be picking up the next game up there.
Surprise! It's Lux. There's changing around a little bit there, and Leet, I remember he played a really good Rise, and that's probably why it has been banned away by COGS. So we are seeing the Corki being hovered. Corki really strong AD carry, bully, very strong bully in the laning phase, and also able to kind of survive on his own in a team fight, poking down the opponent and maneuvering around himself and then just blowing someone up. They've gone for a lot of AoE damage. They've got an Orianna. They've got a Jarvan. That Cataclysm is going to put people in the same place. And the Nami as well with the bubble. It all revolves around these area of effect abilities. And Corki would synergize with that very, very nicely.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see the Orianna ultimate coming in. We may even see a Malphite coming out from Fourkind, and that would really top off that full team power right there, which we haven't actually seen that. So never mind, but it was close. But anyway, we're still going to see the Orianna ball just throwing everyone in, and J4 jumping on top of them, locking them all in, the Nami bubble and ultimate just completely just CCing everyone down, as well as the Jace super power shots. And and the Corki ultimate, all doing a lot of damage to everyone just right at the start of the fight before anything even happens. So
the Wombo combo is real for COGS.
Yeah. Wombo combo. Also, at the moment, seeing Nah coming out there.
I don't think that's going to be locked in.
People who know me know that I love Nah.
Is he a champion that you can play a lot, get good at, and then sort of beat anyone?
Yeah, pretty, because he doesn't really have any super hard counters that you can't really play against. So he's kind of like, he's really, really fast. He's really, really tanky. He's really, really pokey.
It's locked in. We're going to have a Nah in this match. It's probably going to be in the top lane. I haven't seen that one has not been seen this tournament, at least in the matches that have been streamed, and that's going to be Leet. He played, oh no, Divine. Sorry, Divine played a really good Aurelia back at the start of today. I won't be surprised if he's got superb mechanics on Nah as well. And he's going to be up against a Jace. So you're saying he doesn't really have any counters. We have a little think about the Jace matchup. What's that one going to be like?
It's just really just poking either side. Excuse me, sorry. It's really going to be just poke coming out from either side because Nah, he doesn't have to go in up close to farm, and well, really neither does Jace because they can both sit back and CS. Or when Nah turns into super mega wreck mode, it's really awesome playing as a Nah because you can just go straight up. Especially once you've got a Trinity Force or an Iceborne Gauntlet, you could just go up, throw your rocks at the minions that are sitting right next to you, and just keep rocking the Spellblade passive, pushing out the waves, and just like Jace isn't gonna come near him when he's Mega Nah. And yeah, so I mean it's not really, no one's really at an advantage because they're both kind of similar champions, whereas Jace does have more control over his swapping between forms, but Nah does get a much bigger power difference between his forms.
And we can talk about the matchup a lot, but really that's when both players are evenly skilled, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. Fried Bacon is one of the top 200 and 200. I think it's 200 if you're challenger players in the region. Swiggity Swag Divine. He's Diamond 5, so he's really going to have to show up this game. And maybe I'm not too sure. Maybe they will go for a lane swap just because the Tristana Janna is all about the late game. And against a Corki Nami, that's so much early pressure. Maybe they'll go for the lane swap. Maybe Swiggity Swag is going to initiate that. But we'll just have to wait and see. I haven't seen any lane swaps this tournament. I don't know if these teams have that confidence to go for that because Harry Surf, you know about the fact that bottom lane turrets are easier to take down early on in the match.
Yeah, that's right. What?
Just because of the, I believe it's auto attack damage reduction early on in the match. In the top and mid lane.
The bottom lane also has it, doesn't it?
It has been changed around a little bit. Oh no. At the moment, I believe it's more about the dragon. It's simply just about the fact that if you're the team that's saying, okay, we're going to lane swap, we're putting two people top because we don't want to duo and solo, and that means you have one person near the dragon and two people in the top lane. So you lose a lot of dragon control, and that lets the other team just basically outnumber you on the bottom lane and take that dragon.
Yeah, I right from the start when you said that we may see a lane swap, I really wasn't thinking that we are going to see a lane swap come out because it's a bit too much of a risk for them. I think what's probably better off because they do have a Kha'Zix versus against a Jace, and once Jace has really popped his, even if his his knockback is still up, Kha'Zix can just walk into the lane and start engaging on Jace, and once Kha'Zix gets knocked away, he can just jump straight back onto him and keep applying some more damage and slows. And Gnar can pretty much just be playing safe up in the top lane, throwing off his little boomerangs every now and then, and throwing out his Q, poking a bit. So he should be all right top lane, even though there is a lot of even though that's going to be really hard for him. Just trying to play against that Jace there, Mr. Challenger man.
The jungle picks Quintessential. He played Jarvan in round 1 as well, and he was always in the right spot against a Rammus who has that powerful roam. It seemed like he knew where Rammus was going to show up pretty much every single time. And now we've got a Wrecking. Hold on a moment. That might have been the exact same team. I'm not sure, because a Wrecking Ball sounds like a Rammus player. But anyway, he's on Kha'Zix this
like
game.
A wrecking ball.
And interested to see if Quintessential again will just go for the counter gank strategy and kind of surprise a Wrecking Ball with actually, I got here first, and you're initiating into a 3v3 you didn't expect. Well, because the focus of this match, I think, will be in the bottom lane. We do have a Tristana pick again. So key to get that one rolling.
Yeah. Good luck, Swiggity Swiggity. Swiggity Swag. Looks like they're not really going for an invade. They're really just trying to protect their own buffs. Actually, Swiggity Swag, they may be going in for an invade, or no, they're probably just, yeah, okay. They're just doing their stuff.
Nope. The two trinket wards were actually used there, just to make sure that invade path was warded up. And Swiggity Swag doesn't rotate. I do like to see when teams notice wards and then try and out-rotate. Oh, we've got a bit of a disconnect. Hopefully, yeah, the game's just been paused for a moment there. But at the moment, it just looks like it's going to be fairly standard jungle starts. We haven't really seen that many aggressive jungle starts, and they all seem to start on the bottom side of this map. Is it about the 2 people leashing the jungle instead of 1?
What? Pardon?
Harry?
What? Hello?
Oh, you may have missed that. I'm just talking about how in pretty much every match, the junglers have started. Blue sides have started on their red buff with the duo lane, and they've all chosen not to take the buff with their top laner, and they've all gone with their duo lane because it seems like they want to have 2 people leashing them instead of 1, so that they can quickly get around the map and pull off some ganks.
Yeah, there is that, but there's also the fact that it usually seems like they want to go up and gank the top lane first. Most of the time. Sometimes it's like they're ganking mid or ganking top, but they never go to gank the bottom. So it's always good to start at your bottom buff. Also, like, not only for the extra power that you get from having an extra person to help you with leashing the buff, but also, like, as well as that, there's added security of, like, if you do happen to get invaded and you're not expecting it, then you do have an extra person to come out and help once you've been invaded.
And they're just going for the buff at the moment. Goes up in the top lane against Jason. Quite excited to see how this one goes out. Baker doing a little bit of a dance up there. And it seems like, at least in the 2 solo lanes, we've got 2 ranged champions. We've got Jace, we've got Gnar, and then in the mid lane is Orianna Lux. It seems it's going to be farming for the early stages of the
Yeah, it really could be, and unless if Gnar feels confident enough to dive out onto Jace once he goes range.
Huge bit of damage. Bottom lane though. Pretty sweet. Again, it's the Corki pit that's been picked into him twice. And this, oh no, I believe it's someone else. No, he played Corgi in a previous match, but in this tournament so far, he's been so strong, pulling out any opponent. It seems to be like the go-to pick.
Yeah, he's got a lot of poke, even pre-6 when he does get his ultimate, like especially with all that armor penetration that he gets. Like sometimes being able to knock your opponent into negative armor values is really, really strong. And that's pretty much what Cork has been working at here.
Bubble doesn't quite connect. And they're going to keep poking around, keep farming. It's bottom lane, they're fine. Pretty making use of Mega. Nah, he seems to like he knows his mechanics, hitting both abilities here. And now Fried Bacon comes into something better. Wrecking Ball's there already. That not going to look for the turret dive. They thought about it, but they decided, no, we do not want to dive a Fried Bacon Jace. Using that as a Wrecking Ball, go back to base. Tried to gank the top lane, and Quintessential? I am saying that right. It's just continue farming like he has. This
a lot of action down at the bottom lane.
So crazy.
TP coming in.
Decided she wants to get some kills here. She's full health. No one else is. First blood for Elite. Our Golden Crew's on the run. He flashes under his turret. Is gonna survive the dot of Tristana's. And that bottom lane was fighting so much. The double teleport from the side of I forget, it's Swiggity Swag does help them to secure that kill, because now could have been interrupted with the teleport. But Lux just comes in, and I hadn't noticed that one. They've got 2 teleport summoners. That's really, really interesting. Maybe they're going to be able to do plays like that, out-rotate their opponent.
It's exactly right. And if top and mid decide that they do want to have a lane swap, instead of having to go off and back up in the swap, they can just teleport and swap lanes like that in the next 4 seconds. So that's really strong there as well. But also the ability to have 5-man ganks down bottom is really, really there, because you've got Kha'Zix who's just the jungler who can jump in there, but then also Lux and Na being able to teleport at the same time, straight up on top.
See
5-man ganks pushing Tristana.
So in the mid lane, we're just saying Elite. It's a small CS advantage, and I've seen in the previous match, it was Fried Bacon kind of did everything. Hang around the side there, but he doesn't see anything. Elite playing too safely, but it was really only Fried Bacon that won his lane. First round of the tournament, and Quintessential was able, just because of that, was able to gank the other lane, help those ones out. That's what he's going to be trying to do. It's only 1 kill outside of Swiggity Swag. So certainly not the lead that they can't come back from. Quintessential, once he hits that level 6, do we think he's going to be looking for the bottom lane to turn that one around, because that really got evened up with the Lux play.
Yeah, probably. Quintessential, he's actually going bot right now, and he doesn't want Tristana to get fed. I mean, no one wants that to happen again.
He does throw pink wards, so he has not been spotted, but he has been spotted now. Koinu's on the run, just jumps away from one, and disengage. It really was just flash there that got burnt. Oh, here's a flash. Pushes back Fried Bacon, and the taste of fear as a Wrecking Ball picks up that kill for himself. Is ahead in this lane against a Jace who's all about the mid-game spike, and now Kha'Zix gets that kill. Wow, this is really kind of it's turning into a bit of a snowball.
Yeah, exactly right. Na's just gonna go step ahead and push out. I think my lightning paused.
Again, Quintessential's in this bottom lane, but here's Elite this time. I don't know if it's gonna matter. He does get that kill onto the Nami. He's backing away now, but here comes him around. Elite Shockwave! Wow! does destroy Lux, but not before Golden Fu falls down. Now Nom's on the run. He doesn't have Flash available. There's the barrier. Sorry, Eye of the Storm. Held up for a second. There's a teleport from he's joining the party as well. Everybody wants to be in the bottom lane. And that's... I'm not sure how many kills because they're starting to respawn, but it's 5 and 2 now. And it seems that it was a 3 for 2 in the end. So it's a 1.4 gold lead, also for the side of SWSW.
Yeah, I just realized something just then. Have a look at Lux's items. She started picking out a Magi Soul Stealer right at the start of the game. That is a really risky item to start off with. I think they may have lane swapped top. She kind of wants to be able to get a bit of that aggression on there now. Start stacking up her Magi's, but yeah, that's a really interesting item to start off with. Base
really
does pretty much have that down.
It's an interesting. It is an interesting one. Leet seems to be saying that well, he's going to get kills and not die, and not a champion that's good at doing that. That Lux has Flash and teleport available, so he's just actually, it seems like, just looking to farm, flash away from any kind of ganks, and teleport to where he's needed on the map. And the Magi Soul Stealer, it's a bit of a strange pickup, but might have been popularized by the Koreans, who seem to have that actually as core on certain champions.
Wow, right.
It's a really aggressive pick. He's already starting to make some money off it. I believe guys actually got buffed in a recent patch.
I think in a future patch, or
In a
maybe
future
a
patch.
recent
Okay.
patch, that you start off with some stacks instead of yeah, I think you start off with like 7 stacks or something as soon as you buy it.
Well, I'm not sure how many he started with, but he's already got 3, looking for more. Snare connects onto Amarina Lisa. Is under a turret, and there's the shockwave under the turret. Both flash out as a teleport is used, not cancelled by Fried Bacon. What are they looking for? I do not know, but Leet, wow, great snare. Connects on the Fried Bacon. Wasn't able to flash out that one, it seemed. He was just a little bit too eager to get those kills. After maybe a little bit of a misplay by SWSW.
Lickety swag.
Lickety swag, yeah. Oh, hold up. In the bottom lane though, Quintessential trying to go for something that's a really strange tidal wave. Maybe it was all planned. Fried Bacon's now jumping on top of Nom. And the bubble doesn't quite hit. Oh, it's not available actually. Here comes SWSW. There's a turret in the way. You can't retreat this way, guys. They're going to try and do it anyway. 2 of them have gone down already. Lux, final spark is the final tick of damage needed to take down his Ascension. This game is really turning to be one-sided completely as they're looking to push down the first turret of the match.
Yeah, Lux picking up even more stacks than the Magi Soul Stealer now, getting 141 ability power at only 11 minutes into the game. That is really impressive. I think she's sitting on 7 stacks. Yep, 7 stacks now on her Magi's, which is, that's quite a fair bit. Especially considering how cheap the item is. Only costing 1,200 gold.
And just there, the teleport into the mid lane after they completely won that fight. Leet just presses F and waits a bit, and then in the mid lane just pushing Orianna off that turret, not letting them have anything. With 2 teleports, they're just everywhere on the map, and it's kind of a strategy Fnatic became famous for, and SWSW really making this one work.
Yeah, it's I'm quite impressed that there's not really much of a CS league between the lanes where they do have
Shockwave
teleports
onto one of them, but final spark. Just saying, nope, I deal so much more damage than you right now. And Lead takes down Amara and Elise before, even after the combo. And this wombo combo kind of idea, I don't know if it's going to work. What is the perfect combo for COGS?
Verisol, what was that last you said?
What is the perfect comp? Because they've got a wombo combo comp, and we just saw Oriana hit a shockwave. But what is it if they're all together? What's the perfect combo for them to try and pull off?
The perfect combo is pretty much just to make sure that Oriana can land that. As soon as that happens, Jace will have to jump in and Cataclysm all into the center so that Nami can land her bubble, Corki can shoot off his ultimate, and Jace can put down his Stargate Supernova ability and just launch off one of those Q shots. And that'd set them off with a really big difference in health right at the start of the game. The start of the fight, and that's really what they need to do in order to win one of these, because they could come out with an ace if they manage to pull off that combo, because that's how strong it is right now.
And we've seen Gunner Shockwaves pull people under turrets, but then the final spark just back and it just destroys someone. So yeah, I think they really need more than just one ultimate working out. They need to commit. That's really what it's going to be. The theory is there. They know this combo. They know what they need to do, but whether or not they do it, it's going to be up to how confident they feel, and whether or not they're willing to go all out for a play, which they're going to need to do if they hope to pull this match back.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Now that Red Team's taken up a dragon, that's a 5,000 gold.
There's a teleport, shockwave onto two of them, but people are split up. Nami actually going to get that kill. Bubbles, two of them, but Divine is looking for something. SWSW, Koinu's on the side. Here's the final spark. Koinu has another jump on the bag. He's waiting for that one here. He jumps onto Golden Food, but Quintessential is jumping through, trying to keep that one alive, and now completely misses. It doesn't matter though, a few crits, and he is taken down by none other than Nonk on Janna there. That fight. Oh, it's not over yet though. Baker jumps in and not quite able to turn this one around. Now Divine is saying, hold up a moment, I'm going to get a kill onto you, and does exactly that. It is clear now. SWSW is in a commanding lead this match. I don't think that COGS can really do anything about it.
Well, it is still early into the game, being only 15 minutes in, and I mean, 7,000 gold is a lot. It truly is.
No doubt.
And the whole time, Swiggity Swag has had the lead the whole time. They've had Dragon, they've had pressure, they've had all of the objective control, and they've been able to push out all the lanes. And it looks like at the moment they've had this game in the bag.
We do have to remember that the theory is there, but really it hasn't been executed. That's a bit of the problem with this match for the side of COGS, but Elise, Shockwave, it really is just open out. It really is just disengage. That final spark. Wow, Leet really smart with those. It's the kill onto Oriana, and now they're sieging up the mid lane turret. They've taken one on the bottom lane. They've taken down a dragon. They are so far ahead. Rabadon's death cap and mid dies now. Good luck.
Yeah, she has got too much ability power back now. It's just, she is going to just snowball out of control. All she has to do is keep building up more ability power, get that cooldown reduction, and then at level 16, her ultimate's only going to be on a 30-second cooldown, popping off damage, doing over 1,000 damage to anyone it hits, and just really just destroying anyone in its wake. It's like 3 pentakills here and there. Lux, it has to be stopped somehow. I mean, because she's picked up a Magi's, all COGS really need to do is just kill her a couple of times and get her ability power way down, because it is about, I think it's 8 ability power per stack. So
yeah,
all they really need to do.
It's going to be really. It is what they need to do, but because they're so behind, it's such a difficult task, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. There's a Tristana for the side of Boogity Swag. That's a late game carry with it seems fairly equal in items. If we have a look at the current items, it's only a static shiv on the Tristana, and the Corki does have a Trinity Force. But again, just like there's 7 of the 14 kills. That's half of Swiggity Swag's kills. Maybe if they can take this one champion down, they can turn the game around.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. If they can manage to take out Lux just by focusing her with their Wombo combo, even if they only manage to Wombo combo Lux, they could probably turn his game around.
Yep, Wrecking Ball is in Lux. Lux goes down very, very quickly. Holy moly. Leap is unstoppable. The Dissension goes down. That was...
That's crazy.
That damage was rather disgusting. I mean, just the fact that they caught out a Wrecking Ball all on his own. They got that kill, but then just a few abilities by Leap, 1, 2, 3, and all of a sudden, we're not actually winning the trade. You're both junglers are dead, and the mid lane turret is starting to get sieged up. It's like so strong in a siege scenario. They have the cannon to disengage. They have the Nard to do whatever Nard does. We haven't seen him all that much. And I don't know if I don't believe that COGS can really deal with the way that Swiggity Swag is playing so well right now.
Yeah, they've got like the really aggressive power that they have from Lux, Kha'Zix, Snar, and Tristana, but they've also got a lot of disengage. Like,
oh, here's the combo onto Lux though. Shockwave does connect. Now Fried Bacon's chasing up. The shutdown is there, and Lux loses half of those stacks onto the mid. Guys, now they're sieging up this mid lane tower. Here's one of the teleports. It's going to be Gnar. Mega Gnar, actually. Whoa, he's slamming it back into his tower. This is a huge turnaround. A Wrecking Ball jumps in, and he's going to be taking a lot of damage, but that's only one member. The Cataclysm trying to keep everyone away from the champions like a Fried Bacon on the Jace. And there's the killing spree for the support. Quintessential gets away with no health. But now it's 3 kills, and this mid lane inner turret is going to be falling. That's just another crit that's going to be falling to the base of COGS.
Yeah, once they've taken out the inhibitor and pushed out, they're not going to have very much left to handle with, and that's going to be really detrimental for COGS, especially after Swiggity Swag takes out this dragon. Swiggity Swoogity, I'm coming for that booty. They're going to be destroying the dragon.
What do you think about the Narpit?
Gold lead.
What do you think about the Narpit? How he seems to be building this one? What can we really learn from the way he's playing this champion?
Well, he's kind of done pretty much the right thing. He's going for a Spellblade item, which is good, and he's kind of building kind of tanky. Like, you can see that would have been from the early game pressure that what's his face Jace would have had on because of his really high skill playing in the top lane. But
oh, the last rocket does connect.
Yeah.
And Golden Food gets a 1v1 kill in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there thinking, oh yeah, this isn't going to be really important. You know, she's going to get out fine. Look at that, she's jumping away. She's okay, and then bam,
nope.
Rocket to the face, and she's gone. Comes Kha'Zix though.
That wasn't a shutdown really. It's just a little bit of gold. And if we have a look at the gold, Golden Food's still behind that Tristana even after that kill. He's still 500 gold behind him. Wow, but what's really worrying, we're talking about it a lot, 3k gold in the mid lane, Orianna to Lux. Lux has only been played twice in the tournament today. but both times it had quite a large impact, really being a point of focus, a strong point for their team. And
yeah, really making sure that that Lux kind of really just stays alive, and that's all they need to do right now. Because if Lux is alive, then that's pretty much their team at the moment. Like sitting on now over 10,000 gold with Na just short behind, who surprisingly did really well in the top lane against Jason. And I was saying that he doesn't really have anyone that directly counters him because of his versatility and ability to play in so many different ways. But yeah, good job on SWSW Divine right there.
Just a fun fact, Anna has more gold than any single member of COGS. We see Divine using his gold. Well, pops the Jason, now he's looking to pop Quintessential as well. He doesn't care that he's walking to 4 members, he's going to keep chasing Quintessential. Dodges the bubble nicely, and now we see Nom pushing members back into the team. Doesn't even care that he's such a squishy system, doesn't even take that much damage, backs away from that one. And now 4 members Monster Astana gets here into the mid lane, and they shouldn't be able to rotate and catch her, but they're trying to anyway. Cataclysm was used, and this is the fight they do not want. SWSW bubbled up, but it won't really matter. Immorain Elise actually does get a shutdown onto now. Oh no, this is turning right around, and the retreat from SWSW does manage to pick up a random kill there. Thing is, the Ascension just pulled out a little bit, goes down, and Leet's in trouble. One more ability will do a lot of damage, so they quickly take him down before he can do that. And now they turn focus to Nom. Nom's looking to flash the wall, does manage to do it. Not before the auto attack was already following though, and that's now a bit of a comeback. But really, Harry, can we say that's turned the game around?
Well, in a way, yes, it has really turned the game around, because I've just seen that SWSW are really trying to abuse the fact that they've gone off, and they're scaling hard and they know it. Like, there's Kha'Zix with the occult, and Lux and Janna both with the Magi Soul Stealers. So they're trying to go for stealing. They've really shut down the amount of stacks that they've had by killing them all there.
They've invested 1,200 gold each into an item where you lose power if you die, and that's exactly what just happened. They all got killed. But even so, they still have the turret advantage. They've taken down 5 to 1 to the side of COGS. And just that map pressure, just the fact that they can kind of see now, just walking through this blue buff area, knowing that minions are pushed up in the mid lane because there is no turret there, they're able to get this vision control because the turrets have been taken down. And now they're looking to siege up this inner turret in the top.
Yeah, but it looks like that they do want to try and get this tower, and they will.
Here comes Na, people back onto the turret. Now he's jumping in really hard to the Orianna, throws the Felder, and does get that kill. Jarvan supporting rotation, full clutch heal onto the Na, survives that, and no one has died. But that's another kill. Wait, what? Right Baker managed to flash that one. But still, no one has died from SWSW's point of view. And they've still got 5 people here trying to siege up this inner turret. 2 people are dead, 12-second dead timers, and this is a teleport chase. Na's coming back with full health. Are going to get this turret, and are they going to be able to get an inhibitor?
I don't think they will, and I think they know that they won't be able to, because COGS are all back up alive, and I think right now, SWSW are probably going to just ward Baron and prepare for the next team fight, because they know they can win this. And after another ace,
SWSW's really low. This potentially is the one chance that's at Quintessential pinging out late there. This potentially is the one chance they have to take a sneaky Baron. look, Dragon is being taken to the side of SWSW. That's quite an arrogant play. Just the fact that they're going for a Dragon, 2 low health members going back to base, this is not really anymore, but was the perfect opportunity for a comeback Baron, a desperation Baron. Only now we see Na in the mid lane. He's the only one really near the Baron, but they didn't go for it. They just didn't go for it. And it's a shame they weren't quite able to predict those backs there and really try and push that advantage. It is really difficult when you're behind to kind of spot these windows of opportunity, Harry.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they don't have vision of Baron, and they didn't know if they were out at Baron, and if they were, they kind of would have been a bit worried. But you know that SWSW weren't that low health, so they made COGS may have thought that they weren't actually going to go back, but it looks like we may see a bit of a contest for Baron right now.
Well, that was just close. Yeah, Fried Bacon got hit by one ability, and that really was enough to get him scared off a bit there. The snare didn't connect. That would have been the end of his life. One snare really from this Lux, he's gonna die.
Yeah, well, SWSW right now, they're all really spread out. They're not trying to team fight or anything. I mean, they do have the massive power advantage on top of COGS, but Kha'Zix went out to push up top, and Lux and Tristana went off up towards Baron. Now Na's up in the jungle backing, and Lux is backing back to base. So they kind of lost a bit of their coordination here, and COGS could actually turn this around and abuse the fact that they're not really working together at the moment.
Are they trying to set up something? Maybe have they got a long-term strategy in mind that they're trying to set up here while this? But it may seem like they're just split and really doing it much.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that maybe they were getting ready for a Baron or preparing to fight out and ace the others, but COGS, they're really not pushing out the lane, so there's no way that they can get in any kind of really big team fight.
Here's the teleport, but it's not quite enough. Fried Bacon can't teleport that far just because the vision line isn't there. And also, he's so squishy. Whereas Na, the opposing top laner, has Honey Force, Sunfire Gate, the list goes on. And making use of this item advantage now is like seems to be breaking out as maybe they're just pushing them away from this Baron area. All they need is one Lux Snare. All they need is one good CC ability that can then be chained to a more and just huge bursts of damage that their champions provide.
Yeah, exactly right. But COGS, they're playing it really well at the moment. They're not pushing out the lanes where they're going to get taken out. They're sitting inside their base. They're hiding away from SWSW, and they just kind of prolong the game and get their gold back up from farming as many minions as they can. And, but I guess at the moment it kind of just seems like they're just prolonging their death because it doesn't really seem like there's much they can do against them.
I feel like they're waiting for the mistake. They're waiting for an over-aggressive turret dive. They just try and wave clear these minions. With the rock, with Oriana's early damage there, and SWSW has to decide, has to make the decision. Are they going to siege mid or are they going to do something else? And they decide.
It looks like they're going for the Baron. They're going to just sit in the bush and wait for COGS to come over to them and try and pick him out, whoever comes out first.
They're sitting in a ward, but even so, it might work. They've knocked up Oriana, they've knocked back Oriana, and now she's in huge trouble. Shockwave pulls people towards her, kills her faster. Tidal Wave trying to disengage this one. Interception blocks that, but you can't block a Lux Laser. As now the bottom lane inhibitor turret looking like it's going to fall. This lead is so huge, and even when they sat in a ward, the speed boost was enough, and they fought out of.
Yeah, this one inhibitor is going to change the game because now they've got so much pressure that they could go and like pretend to be doing a Baron or just even sit in the mid lane and just do the same thing they were doing before, where they were just prolonging out the game and just make sure that one team member has to go down bottom in order to protect the base from being absolutely pummeled by these super minions. So they've done a really nice job there. I liked how they did go and do the fake Baron, where they're like, oh yes, we'll go and do Baron, and then blue team feels secure and safe and like, okay, we can probably push out a lane and take an inhibitor tower or something because we can't contest with that. And then as soon as they start pushing out the lane, Swiggity Swag just jumps right out and lands on top.
And COGS knew they won that book. That's what I find so funny is that
map awareness.
well, they knew, but still they tried to push the lane. Fair enough. But then SWSW decided, hold on, no, we're not actually waiting for you to enter it. We're just sitting somewhere and surprise we're coming on top of you. Like they are jumping on top of the Orianna again. Lux takes that kill for herself. And now Quintessential, the jungler, the guy that can smite steal, is going to be going down, it seems. Divine is channeling divine power on that car. They've actually taken down Baron on the side of this team fight as well. Fried back. Wow, look at that first. Kazakh's dealing so much. Golden Fu not keeping him there as now all kinds has been cut off. A Wrecking Ball backs away just a little bit so that Tristana can come in, and she does get that kill onto Corky. Ascension in huge trouble. Wrecking Ball jumps away. The final spark not quite connecting, but those final sparks are so on point. And now it looks like they've got two super minions. They're just going to go for the game, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that they can really do against them here. I mean, you've got Kha'Zix on 11 stacks, Lux on 16 stacks, Janna on 13 stacks. They've got so much power, they can't be stopped. And here comes the TP, so it's GG.
It's priceless.
That's GG for the Swiggity Swag, and
yep, so Swiggity Swag advances, and I really like this Lux pick that's come out twice. Last game it was against the Kazakhs, this time with the Kazakhs, but I think the story of that match, we had to pick one interesting thing. Would we go with the Nah?
Yeah, Nah was just, oh, he was really good, really strong.
Yeah, you're lost for words, really. He was
really good. Yeah, I'm impressed.
And so that does conclude this round. And I believe the next round we're going to start getting to some semi-finals. So do stick around for that one. And thank you very much for watching. For this match, I was Swift and Harry Surf.
I'm Harry Surf, and I would like to say to everyone, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure this is the last game that I'll be casting.
Oh yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. So thank you very much for joining me, Harry Surf.
And thanks for having me on the stream, and thank you audience for watching, and hope you enjoyed the games. Hope you enjoyed my shoutcasting, and good luck in the League of Legends.
So yep, now we're just taking a quick break. Do stay tuned. The next round will be here shortly.